Hey, what's up? How you doing? So this video is the third part of the series where I'm building an award website right in Webflow. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how we're going to make some spline interactions in Webflow. If you don't know Spline, Spline is a 3D interactive tool where you can make 3D models and bring them to real websites without knowing how to code. Crazy, right? I know. So I'm going to be showing the process of not modeling Spline, but bringing a Spline model right into Webflow, interacting it, making a Webflow layout that suits it, and so much more. So if that sounds fancy to you, please definitely stay tuned as we watch. And please don't forget to like and subscribe because this will help my channel grow. I really want that to happen this year and next year and beyond or wherever. Yeah, the goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers this year. I'm at 918, I guess. So please. Oh my god, I'm just thinking about it. Oh, 1,000 subscribers. But then again, that was in my life. I need to work hard and make money in my business. Anyways, so please just stay tuned for that. Thank you so much, and let's watch the video. Hello, how you doing? In this video, I'm going to be showing you how we're going to make this. Yep, no much animation, just a simple scroll interaction with the big text, with this and this and this, yeah. So how we're going to do this, it's not so hard. So with all that said, let's get into building this. Come over to Webflow. We're going to remove every single thing we've built so far. And to make it even harder for myself, because yep, I want to do the thinking again. Let's remove the class from here as well. So I'm starting afresh just to show you everything I've done so far. Pinned. It's painful, very painful. Remove. Okay, cool. So now starting afresh. Start afresh. We have the body, and for the body, we're going to give it body. We want to give it a background color of black and the text of white. And if you're wondering where all these other colors coming from, if you duplicated it from FinSuite's clients first, yep, they have multiple colors in their own. Let's change back to white. This was not white. So that's the reason we're simply colors here. I didn't add that there. Then div. This div will be called head wrapper. Inside that div will have that div. This will call main wrapper. And then inside that div, we're gonna have on that div. This is gonna be our section hero. Yeah. In that hero section, this is it here. This is the hero section over here. So inside this big text, this image, this spline interaction, this text over here and here. And for that, we have two options. We can either, give me a second. It's getting especially cold in my room, so I was turning on the heater. But yeah. So in that section hero, we're going to have, let's just do this. We're going to have padding global, which might even change at some point. Okay, this didn't change. I didn't change this. Padding global. Inside that padding global, we're going to have section medium. Inside that padding section, after that, we're going to have another div again. This is for the structure, following clients first. We're going to have hero contents. Oh shit, I'm sorry for swearing again. But yeah, come over here, you have hero contents. And with that said, I think we've got the basics set up. Now we just need to start adding the text. Yeah. So we're gonna have the text, Ctrl E, adding H1, come over here. And remember when we froze in the first time, 16 viewport width. Why is it that way? 16 viewport width. I must have changed it when we first did it the first time, because no viewport width that was there. But anyways, I'll explain what I did back then. Let's take this text, the art of focus. The art of focus. So now the concept is that when I first did the first video, when I did the previous video earlier, I was talking about how we can use 100 viewport width for the width. But that didn't make sense because now that extends to this and it's not making sense. So instead, I decided to do that for. Oh shit! I wish I remember this thing. I'm saying oh shit too much. Cancel. Let's convert to unused styles. This heading, yeah, remove the heading. I didn't use it. This was a mistake. So now I'm supposed to come over here, all heading, and then try to do 100 viewports with. You can see it turns very big, you know. So what I was doing, like, you know, I'm just going to keep reducing it. I mean, it's, you know, to gauge if something is, yeah, you can say 60.3. And if you convert it to like RAM or something, you can see there. For me, I just know like my reasoning behind it is like, oh, it's viewport widths. It's supposed to be easier, but apparently I don't know everything about web development. So based on my limited ability and knowledge, yep, I'm sticking with viewport width for now. But you can use anything you want. Now we're gonna have that div again. And this div is going for bottom contents. So we have this on the top, we have this one at the bottom. We're gonna put this bottom one in a div and space in between. Don't worry, I'll explain. Let's copy this first, and this 48 pixels. So I don't think I had the text style for that. So Ctrl E, text. Oh my god, what did I do again? People is missing. Find me, I create a future, and because I don't think I had the text, I'm going to call it hero LC. Why did I call it that? No reason entirely, because this is in the hero and this is LC, so it's a custom text. It's not part of the style guide, which is might probably be. Well, at this point, I realized that for a project like this, we're on the style guide so early on was probably not a good idea, because it's more animating. It's more, the vibe is not for, I don't know if you get what I mean, but okay. Give it lights. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's call it bottom control. At the bottom we're going to control E again. Oh sorry, control E. And that text block. This text block is going to be for the one right here. Control C. Control C. 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 You can see it is looking very weird because it's written by Danko, published by CoPress. So now, as you can see over here is on the right hand side. Now, this is why I was using clients first, because there are some styles you can use to just immediately do this for yourself. This is why it's align, text align right, and you see to align to the right. Done fast. Remember, it's just 60 pixels, so we don't change the pixel size. What again is it? Let's do that to represent this one. So text align right. It's all caps, so we can give it all caps. Text style all caps. And you can see it's all caps now. Now we have this tool inside the div. We can give it a flex box like this, and instead of stretch, you can give it bottom. And someone give it space between. Yeah, but I'm still looking weird, you know. So one thing I learned recently is about using max width. So not recently, I've done that a while, but like one thing you can do is to use max width. So limit the distance, so you can say 50 pixels. It's done very small. By the time you play it, now the Webflow has this annoying thing where it's like it looks buggy, but in reality it's not buggy. It's just glitchy. So now it's 50 pixels, but doesn't make sense. So you can keep increasing it like how you want it to look like. Find meaning yourself. Also, if you notice, it's not supposed to be all caps too as well. And since it's custom, instead of using style like all caps, I'm just going to come over to its typography here. Let's give it all caps from there. So now we want to increase this more. Yeah. So now one thing I also did again, instead of using 350 pixels, there's a styling called CH. So instead of using 350, I just like use it. CH. I don't know why I'm using CH. It's just cooler. It seems cool, like, oh, this guy knows a lot of things, but apparently you can use pixels, so you can use rem. Just that if you know the values and you know how they work. Now this CH means character limit, so that means it can only have 18 characters. If you count all these letters together, there will not be more than 18 max width. And I think that's cool, you know. I'm making it responsive, we can always change later on, but for now, Islam just made sense. Oh my god. Man, I'm like this. I didn't style one. And this is just, I don't even know. Let's be doing. Okay, so now what else do we do? Now, so we have the area contents. Now everything's looking so jumble. We want this to be viewport width, a viewport height. So one thing I did was to give section hero minimum VH of 100 VH, which I also did for the height. Like, which one controls the viewport height? But now here's the problem. There are multiple pattern inside. There are multiple divs inside that this one. So just because I changed this one now doesn't mean everything will change again. It's still the same thing, I have to like customize the padding global again to make sure it stays the whole fit, and I don't want to do that. So, in the previous one, I don't know if it'll make sense. This is the section here now. It's under viewport height, but nothing changes. Only that one changes. So I want this padding as well to like apply on the section hero. So what I did instead is to also come over here and give it padding global. Now too much with this. After padding global, I also gave it padding section medium. Yeah, but what I now did instead is not so. This padding global pattern medium, I removed it from there. Now you can see it's still tight, but now it's a lot better because now we're just a step away. And what we can now do is just to give this hero content 100%. And after giving 100%, nothing changes still, but then we can give it flex box. It looks weird for a second. Give it this. It's still kind of weird, but then we can give it space between, and then now you can see that there's a space in between it. Now it's looking very weird on this level, but I think by the time you do like this, yeah, at this point, yeah, you can see like there's actually a space there. You can see the space, but as we're reducing this thing, we're going to reduce the text size, and also don't worry. For now, let's just focus on the desktop look. So now that's done. Now I need to get the spline. So come over here to spline, and also let's come over here. This is your spline scene. For some reason, I didn't make some changes previously, but if I come over here, I didn't do this previously, so I'm going to be learning this with you now. Because one of my biggest issues was that I didn't want to spend too much time talking on the camera when I should be just explaining what I'm doing. And now I'm trying to do something again silly, just out of curiosity. If I click a few to do like reset position, I'm not exactly sure how that was supposed to work, but what's this? Okay, that's I think that's it. If we reset camera, we're going to look at this straight on. Which I don't think is a bad idea, but then this light, I want it to be it's not bad right now, but then I want this lights. We've got personal camera now. I want this personal camera to be able to, so this light now, it's not affecting the way the camera looks like. I don't know, for some reason I just want the light to show very well on this camera view, but it's not showing anything at all. It's like, and that was, so we're just gonna shift it a bit so you can see that light. I want that light to show. For some reason I feel it's cooler that way, but now I don't want it to be too, but at this point I'm just aborting it. There's no more sense here. So now after you're done, we can update the viewer. Good, it's updated. Since it's good to check all these things, run tests and stuff. But yeah, I did, when I modeled it, I was very conscious about how it will turn out. So yeah, we can, this public URL, you can copy the embed and use the embed in Webflow. We can use this plan, just viewer, and you just copy this instead. So I explained how I was trying to figure out this and I watched some YouTube videos and like, oh shit, this is meant to be the other way around. So now depending on how you want the spline to interact, that's the way. That also determines how you're going to structure it in the listen. So based on my mistakes in the past, I realized that it's better if I div block and call this the scroll track, and then I have my spline scene, and this spline scene is going to be Ctrl V, video spline. This is over here. I'm going to bring it to the top, and this scroll track is going to be relative position. This spline scene is going to be, let's call it spline, and it's going to be sticky. Give it 0, so it will be actually sticky. You can say stay sticky now. If you don't give it any 0, it's just it's not a sticky. So that's not a sticky element that you need to know. And also sticky can also just break if you just overflow this. So you have to be very careful while using your sticky elements. And they can be very annoying to work with, but man, they can also be amazing. So now you have sticky. You can also have taking power. I should do this thing too, because I'm also 100 VH, and it takes up the whole screen. Crazy, right? I know. It's just so selfish spline of it, you know. But then because we want it to, when it loads, we want this thing to be like this. We're gonna get this hero section. And understand, look at this book now. We give it 100 VH. For this hero section now, we're going to give this hero section minus 100 VH. So now this is actually how it's going to be. But now I'm very curious, who owns this? I don't know if you get what I mean. If you press this now, it's from Padding Global. Press this. If you don't know who owns it. So what I'm just to be careful, I wrote this. I create a new div again, and I call it section hero. Yep, it has all this style in there already, section hero. But then I now give it, because it's the same section hero we're gonna have under here. So having 2 section hero now. We're gonna move this so. But the main thing I want to do is, because I want to give this one a minus 100 VH, and I don't want it to affect all this other styling I've put in front of it. I can just call this styling out on its own and give it minus 100 VH. You see, now I can remove this section hero, and if I come to the section hero here, it's already orange, meaning that it is from section hero. And so I'm just putting it, and it can be linked to one of this padding global stuff. If that makes sense, let me know what you think. Because sometimes I realize when I've worked on multiple projects in the past, like, if you want to put a specific style on something, instead of having to move every single thing again, you can just simply call out that stuff, and you can put style on it. Okay, now we're talking for 17 minutes plus. God help my life. Now, let's go to the next section now. So, once this scroll track, div again. This is going to be section book. You can also do padding global, and after padding global, give me padding section medium, if that suits your fancy. Yeah, let me just go to it. Padding global. Okay, yeah, that's true. You can just press back to. That's even true. You can have done that. Wait though. There's another way to do that as well. So you can select the section hero, and you can have just done it. I didn't think about that. So what you can also do is that you press the element you want to select. You press in everything for selectors, press it. Which of these ones you want to select, section hero, and you can actually edit it from there instead of doing what I did to create a new element and stuff. So that's another way to do it as well. And press back to go away from it. So I forgot about that. Now section book, padding global. Now I can also do Ctrl E div book content. So book content sounds like Bukola. Book content, Bukola. I don't know. Is it just me? I'm so sorry. But yeah, I don't know what Bukola even means. But it's a Yoruba name. It's a girl's name. Bukola. Sounds like my girlfriend's name. But I have a girlfriend, so jokes on me. You know what? I'm just trying to make you laugh. Yeah, watching a video that's about technical stuff. At least laugh. Don't abuse me. So can I have like div book contents right? So now we're gonna like Ctrl E now, heading 2, the art of focus, heading 2, Papa, hand up on me too. I'm gonna keep quiet. So now we're gonna come over here again. Danko. So one of the issues with having Spline on the top this thing is that when selecting anything, is any Spline you're selecting, you have to come over here to select it. So one of the things that you can also do is just to, even for the main time, you can give it minus this. That way everything else comes selected. And if you want it to come back to the front, so you can bring it back to plus. Because you must not forget how to did, because it's very easy to forget. So just telling you that's an option. Text size large. Yep. Text size italics. Text style italics. You see, so and text style all caps as well. Text style all caps. So now it looks exactly like this now. So it's just like a matter of knowing the styling and stuff. Of course, you can do all this custom, but then you will not have. If you have working multiple page websites, you need to know the reality of things. So now this is going to give us a bit of while, but don't worry, don't waver. So we're going to give it wrapping div block. This is going to be in its own div block. Then we're going to put, excuse me, this again out here. And the goal of this is to be able to separate these two parts from here. And now look at, you can see it's looking very, a lot of text. I don't like it too. But all we're going to do is just going to be, oh sorry, you have to read through this again. Catastrophe. So where's catastrophe? There. 2 lines, sorry, line space. A dystopia to sin. So for a dystopia to sin. Lines again. Since birds, good. Since birds, good. So then I have to wake up. We have the go out of bed, make coffee, in traffic, in traffic, walk, pets, watch TV, okay, pass out, repeat. Familiar. Apparently for me it doesn't sound familiar. We thank God, but that sounds tragic. Sounds familiar. But let's make a few. Seriously. Passing moments, all things. Of course I work 9 to 5, but like it's scary. That's one reason I'm making this book website, because it's something that I'm trying to run away from. I don't want to end up being the person that's has to live a life like this, you know. So the video design business, trying to get clients, trying to teach what to learn on YouTube, so people can also like escape from that reality as well. It's very funny to think about that our lives are text size, not eating by the way, so medium. If you notice it's 1.1, and if you want to calculate this ratio, just come with your Ctrl V times 16, this is 18. So I'm using, I don't know if you have a MacBook, you know what I just did. I don't know what to call it. Command spacebar is the hotkey for that. Hotkey, that's the word. Okay. I always call it shortcut. So 24 pixels. So now we can come over here, book, right? Give it a flex down. We call it 24 pixels. We can give you 1.5 RAM, same difference. If you do this, still the same. It doesn't have to be like this, so you can also just be towards the left. It doesn't make any difference as well. But now we want it to be limited. If you notice I didn't put any style for this ones. It's okay, they don't really necessarily need the style. This one's will box them somewhere else. So it's every time you have a div, they must give it a style, you know. A class. It's okay to leave it as a div. Unless you have to actually style it so you can animate it in some cases. But yeah. What else? Now we have this again. And we need to like separate it so this book can be on the left hand side and this one can be on the right hand side. What can we do? You can give it a max width again of. Now that's the problem. Some people use width. I don't recommend using width. It's leave it, let your width to be 100% every time. I'll just leave it alone the way it is as auto. Why is this so? Because when you're making things responsive, you have to be changing it again and again. Instead of having max width, you don't want it to go beyond. So that I normally do. If I come and check over here, you'll see that okay, I remember. This is 630 pixels. So I come over here to 630 pixels. 630 pixels. Going to RAM. That's like 40 pixels, 40 RAM. I can just give it 40 RAM. And yeah, we turned it. But now it's on the left hand side. So if you want something to move to the right hand side or left hand side very fast, what you can do is go to the margin and the side you want it to be away from, you give it auto. Now it moves. It just pushes away like magnet repelling. Just pushes away to this side. So if you play it now, you see that it is just very weird. But yeah, it's just on the other side stick because of the auto. Yeah. So now this is the spline. It's there. Now how do we animate the spline? So now based on your section, so we have your section, this, we have the scroll track, we have this. Now let's go to scroll track, go to interactions, come to element trigger, while scrolling in view. We can leave it on mobile tab by this thing. I think for now just leave it on desktop and above, just for now. For mobile we'll make custom animation again if it comes to that. So just to make things less confusing, we want it when the element is fully visible, not when it's attention, when it's fully visible. And if you ask me what does this mean, I'll be honest with you, it still confuses me sometimes. But yeah, the idea is that you want the animations to start when you can see the element, not when it just starts coming in. Well, this is the error section, so it doesn't really make sense when you try to explain it. It's only gets more complicated when you're in other sections, like, oh, when should it start? Is this 60% like this or after like this? But yeah, for now, just it's fully visible when you want it to start, when the element is fully visible, and when it's fully exits when it's fully visible. You know, I hope I'm making sense. Because sometimes I don't know if I'm making sense. So this is the one I used last time, and yeah, so we can just delete it. You know what? You can just convert interactions again. 3D book. You can delete it from here. Create a new one again. Just so you know that I'm not trying to like I want to show you guys the work process. So if it makes me have to like start again from afresh, just like explaining to you guys, I'll do that. No qualms. So once it be book 2 spline, because I actually know you have to know what and what's also interesting is that you can hold on direction light and you can say like you can see the lights. So it's very interesting what you can control in spline. If you can just put it in spline, you can control it. So now, as me, you want the book to be able to, like, to be able to have this kind of, what's the word? I don't know the word. You can actually like put an interaction on the lights, and just like as you're moving around, the lights will be moving around the book. You know, it's a great idea for that project. I just thought of it like, man, that would be badass. That would be badass. Anyways, let's continue. So book 2 spline. I just use out quotes. I don't know why I'm using out quotes. Don't judge me, but I don't know why. Now, one rule is that you want the beginning to book to spline. Okay, so now we have book to spline. Everything you want in the beginning should be also. So if you want to animate the X on the beginning, give it X the way it is. Give it 0. Give the Z 0. And the Z, what does Z do? It just moves it forward. Okay. I'm surprised. What does this Y do? Down. What does this X do? I'm confused, but okay, let's leave it at 0. The ideal supposed to be that the Z will move it towards you. This is Z. This is X. This is Y. Dimensionally 3 axis. So yeah. So what next? I'm going to. So now we can give live preview on, and we can just keep scrolling and see when it reaches this next section is at 20 pixels. So you can duplicate this, and you can just bring it out there. So when it reaches 28 pixels, yep, we can now animate it. How do you want it to look like? We want it to be. And the funny thing is that I don't even know what the funny thing is again anymore. I don't know what the funny thing is actually. Z 0, and this X. Let's control the X instead. This, I don't know. So that's just something. And when you play it, you realize that you see it. I don't know why it's turning black here. I'm really curious. Why is it turning black? Why is it turning black? This didn't happen last time. I don't know why it's turning black. I don't know why. I think because it's turning black because we didn't give any of these things yet. Yeah, that's true. So give it 0 as well, depending on how you want it to be. 0, 0. So like everything must be keyframed. Basically, with Spline, everything must be keyframed. So now, if you notice, this is going back here again. So you can control how it will like work in many scenarios, all the stuff. I'm still thinking about how I want the interaction to play out in the long run because I designed it and I didn't think too far about how it interacts all over. Some concept I have in mind is to make it hide at some point and show up at some point. But till the next one we're going to work on the other sections. We're going to like go rapid fire, work on this section, work on this section, work on this section. This section is going to be a flip. Have I shown you the animation, the interaction? So I think because I actually animated it at some point. At this point, I don't even know again. Like, you guys are just seeing my stuff. Like, bro, don't judge me, man. I know my Figma file is rough, but I can't control it, man. Just bullshit stuff. So, yeah, there's a book. It looks smaller. It looks a lot bigger here than in the final site. But you know what? So the idea is that this, so you can see the way it flips. Also to flip in Webflow. It's really nice than that. I also wanted to do something that make this thing animate, but I wasn't sure. Maybe make a Lottie and After Effects or Lottie Lab. But then again, I was like, this takes so much time and I don't know what I'm trying to make. But if I end up making something, I'll show you guys. I will able to make something cool. I want something cool, very cool. Wait, this will be like a circle radiating. Cool. This will just be like lines connecting. Because like reverse yourself, connecting the dots. Find meaning. This will just be moving around. But yeah, if I do it, you'll see. I'm having a feeling I may not do it. But yeah. Anyways, that is it for this video. Yeah, I was about to end the video and I thought that, wait, let me just make some points. Number one, hope you're enjoying this series. If you have any feedback for me, please let me know. Please, I really appreciate feedbacks. That's one. Number two, I hope I'm being clear, I guess. And number three, please subscribe. Please. And yeah, and please definitely check this series. Well, I started from episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, episode 4 come out in a few hours, episode 5, 6, and whenever it ends. Should probably end by 8 or 10. I'm not sure yet. With all that said, the goal is to build an award style vibe of websites. This is going to be my first time doing it, so I'm documenting the process of how I'm learning and doing the whole stuff. If that sounds cool, stay tuned for more. Thank you.